bed. Today's results are all laid bare. Leg before or caught behind. Jokes will fly and sail unkind. Stories spun with foolish pride. So open that beer and enjoy the ride.
All right, I think we're on. Welcome to a special episode of Snap Talks Cricket tonight. Match report version. I'll try and keep this intro bit a little bit quicker because I'm talking about other people who probably want to get into the game. So, as you know, normally I do match reports for the games I play in. Today this is a little bit different. We've got a couple of things we're trying here. So I'm filming this on the camera, on the phone instead of the iPad, because I've got this new app which will let me do both and a little tripod thingy. So I think that's going to work. I'm just worried it's going to actually spit the camera off at any second now. So bear with me if I do this a couple of times. Yeah, I've got a new app and I can do multi-cameras and things like that. So I'm going to try all those sorts of things. But for now, I'm just recording on the phone, which will upload the iPad and do the editing, and I'll be able to do a lot more sort of editing and streamlining. So this is the first time I'm trying to do this. So hopefully it's good. But as I said, it's not about that today. I'll talk a bit more about that with some other things. This one is the CHRSLCC Cricket Club, who I play for on, well, Saturdays and Sundays. Our A reserve side made it to the grand final against Thornley. Side we actually played during the year in B grade. The Thornley boys gave us a smashing, and a few other sides as well. So we're promoted up to the A2, A reserve level, and managed to make it through to the final. Decent bunch of guys from what I remember. I know the skipper Max. Max is member of the Reshers Appreciation Society, and I found that out. I think Kylie found it out and introduced us both at the B grade. So Max and I'd actually spoken before on the Facebook page for the RS and about cricket, because I knew he was in the Hornsby Kringai comp as well. Then we came across each other for that first time. So he's captaining the Thornley boys against today. They're in the field. So we went down for a little while this morning and watched it before the lunch break, and didn't get a chance to sort of say g'day to Max. So if you are watching, Max, g'day. Sorry I missed your bowling today. Was going to bring you a silver bullet, but couldn't find a bottle shop open on the way. So, without further ado, I'm going to do this is going to be a 2-day report. So I'm actually filming this now on the Saturday night, and then I will wait until tomorrow. So for the finals, go for 2 days. 2 days on a Saturday and a Sunday consecutive, not across 2 weeks. So it's the whole weekend. So I will watch tomorrow's and then put a match report together and make this an entire thing. So to keep it short, my understanding is the Thornley guys won the toss and sent Castle Hill into bat. I assume that would be hoping to grab some quick wickets, because my understanding is Castle Hill finished higher on the table, so only need necessarily the draw. So I think they're probably hoping to get some quick wickets and get in early, and then sort of get us out and chase it down, rather than sort of batting on too long themselves. So Castle went to bat. Great start. I happen to have the scorecard handy right here. We got there, I think, before I sort of go too much, we came down. They're playing at Asquith Oval. I'd never been to Asquith Oval before. I didn't even know it existed. They're coming up from the coast. It was quite easy little trip for us. So we wanted to pop into the Bite Me Bakehouse, who sponsor Blowfly Cricket, which is an all abilities cricket where Nick used to play. But we hadn't tried their pies out before. So we popped in there and grabbed a couple of their pies. Really well worth it. So if you're in the area or you're a pie aficionado, head to Asquith, on the border of sort of Asquith and Mount Kooringai, Mount Colah, that sort of area. You go to Bite Me Bakehouse, grab a couple of pies. They're really, really good. And some of their sausage rolls. That's the little commercial plug. Not that they know me or pay me or anything like that. It's just good to promote quality businesses, especially ones that contribute heavily to the cricket community and the all abilities sort of things. So sent to bat, we arrived, and I think the boys were none for about 60 odd at that point. Doing very, very well. Will and Ahmad both got 45. Will was out there for a little bit less time. Scored a bit quicker. Was stumped when they brought on the spinner. I think spoke to him later. His eyes lit up and got a bit excited about the spinner. So, but certainly neither of them any reason to be upset. Both of them, like 45 is way better than 0. And when your 2 openers are getting 90 between them, that's a cracking start. Noah came in. I don't know all the guys in the A reserve team. I've got the names here. Obviously, I know some of them that I've met sort of through, but really, really good opening stand from those guys. Really impressed. Obviously, no Will because I play with his dad. But 45 each. So at that point, 1 for 70 when Will went. Noah came in. Noah up the run rate or kept the run rate going. 21 off 29. Dax came in 30. So your top orders 45, 45, 21, 30. You can't really ask much more than that. So the wickets were 1 for 70, 2 for 100. Ahmad and Dax both went on 142 for 3 for 142, 4 for 142. So what we did was, how good's the frog box? So we, as I said, went grabbed some pies, came down in the morning, watched the first session till lunch, and then popped home. I was fortunate enough this week. I'll say fortunate. I didn't really want to spend the money, but fortunate enough to have to get a new TV because my old one died. So what a shame, had to go and buy a new telly. So we bought this big 75-inch thing, and it's great. So coming home, popped the frog box on and sat and watched the rest of the game from the comfort of our lounge. Angle was really, really good, so it was really and zoomed in nicely. So the frog box worked a treat. Shout out to Lance. There's a little bit of commentary there later in the day for about 10 minutes. There's great commentary there, Lance. Yeah, 5 for 160. So Arian came in and scored 6. So 5 for 160 still really good position. I mean, I'm not sure what A-Res are sort of looking for in terms of first innings totals. I'm guessing, obviously being a final, you want to bat for as long as you can and put on as many as you can. We do know the Thornley boys can score quickly. But again, I'm not sure how often you guys play on turf. I think maybe half games. Could be wrong. You might play all of them on turf. But that's going to make a difference to your scoring rate too. So, although from what Will was telling me, it's fairly flat out there. So 5 for 160, kind of evenly poised, I think. But then the back end was fantastic. Justin Ward. So Justin, our families go back. The Stinson Ward families go a long way back. Justin and Jake played juniors together. Then when they went to seniors, both Greg, Justin's father, and myself went and played the father-son with them in D's. I think we started in. We went up to the C4s, back to D's, then D reserve, up and down a bit. But yeah, so to see Justin bat so well, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I mean, he batted at 5, so it would have been disappointing to see him bat when we were there this morning because it means we would have lost wickets. So, but to come home and watch him, Justin brilliantly ended the day 123 not out off 140 balls. Great knock. And to go back to have a look at your stats, Justin, I think he's got 300s before then, and I didn't know if I'd been around, but there was one a few years ago back in D's that you took it away from them. I think we're chasing 148. One of our openers got like 2, the other one got 30, and you got 130, so or 120 or whatever it was back in that day. So that was quite a few years ago back when we were in D grades. Your last century, oddly enough, was 6 years ago, I think, 2019-2020 season, against Thornley in C reserves or something. So great day to score 100 in the final A reserve final. A memory you'll cherish for a very, very long time. Obviously, I wouldn't know about scoring hundreds, but scoring hundreds is obviously a very special thing. It's something as bowlers getting fifers or whatever. But to do it in a final is really, really good. So Justin's 123 off 140 at 87.85 strike rate, run a ball, which was really, really good going. But then the back end supported him incredibly. So Raza, 15 off 40 balls. Aviet, sorry, apologies if I haven't pronounced that properly, 1 off 6. Ridgeved scored a duck, but 32 balls. So stuck around with Justin. and then Isaac at the end 3 off 51. So the last two batters, they're only 9 down, well, 8 down I think. There's 2 more to go. So 83 balls for 3 runs, but it didn't matter. You were like just scoring 6 and over at that point. So great job. Only 4 extras. Not that's actually pretty good from the Thornley guys. Only have 4 extras in what was 101 overs. It's 90 overs in days play, all till 6 o'clock. So 101 overs is a long day in the field. I'd feel bad for the boys, except I was lucky when we played them. They put on 350 or something, but I was away for week 1 when we bowled. So I was fortunate not to be there. And then the second week I batted at 11 and just stayed out there for as long as I could. And I think I got 1 or 2 not out or something, or even 0, but didn't get out. Yeah, I'd feel bad. I'd feel bad for the Thornley boys, but given what they did to our B grade team, and again, how lucky was I not to be there that day? So 293 at the end of the day. I think we're 8 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 for 293. So bring on tomorrow. I assume the boys will bat as long and deep as they can to try and. I believe we finished high on the table, so we need to draw at worst. Know that the Thornley guys are a much better batting side than, not they're a bad bowling side, but they can score. As I said, they scored 350 in B grade. So there's only a grade up, so they are going to be tough tomorrow. So that's it. Once again, let me have a look at these last couple of partnerships, should we? So 566 for 208, so there's 48 runs. 7 for 217, so there's only 9 runs there. But then 8 for 260, so you're looking at, that's my maths, 43 runs for that partnership, and that was at 260. So now we're 293, so another 33 runs. Yeah, partnerships have been fantastic. The tail end just sticking around with Justin, letting Justin do the scoring. Obviously, the platform set by the top order guys was brilliant. So onwards and upwards tomorrow. I will watch you guys on the big box tomorrow, and fingers crossed you set a cracking total. I mean, you're already pretty close to 300, and then you bowl them out. It'll be good to watch. So I'll watch it. I'll do a second half of match report. I'll upload it all together because now I've got this fancy new editing software. I think I can put it all together into one match report. And you guys should do it. But go home, rest. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you this after the game. You probably won't see this till during the week. But anyway, I hope tomorrow goes well. Good luck, boys. All right. Wow. I'll edit this together. There was day 1 report for the A reserve side yesterday, so I was going to make this a whole 2-day game for the finals, Saturday, Sunday match report. Absolutely blew them away, boys. Fantastic. So I've got to be honest, unfortunately the frog box didn't work today. I wasn't able to get the game, so I was watching the live scores, but it was just a comprehensive flogging, as you should have done. I think they finished 102 overs last night. I can't remember the score. I would have told you that 10 seconds ago to you guys with editing. As they should have done, batted on, finished high on the table, bat as long and deep as you guys can, and make it impossible for them to chase down. Especially Thornley. I mean, you guys have played Thornley before. We played them in B res on their way through. Oh, sorry, B grade on their way through. And we know they can score quickly. They're young blokes. Well, so are you guys. I forget that in B grade we're a little bit older, but in the A's you're all young guys in your way coming through. So, but we know they can score quickly. So batting long and deep was 100% the way to go. No matter if you get a draw, you still win the championship. But you didn't get a draw. You just kicked the absolute living daylights out of them. Well done. Kept batting today. Justin went from his overnight score of 100 and whatever it was to 183. We were rooting for you to 200, mate, but 183 is freaking fantastic. That's just quality batting. As I said, yesterday's match report, the back end, Raza 15 from 40, Ridgeved, a duck. This is the best duck I've ever seen. And this is coming from me, who's a specialist number 11, as you can see on my shirt. Um, I've had to bat for lengthy periods for low scores, but I've generally managed to eke out a run. But 5 overs, 32 balls at the time while Justin was just building that lead. Fantastic, mate. You should hold your head. That's the best duck I've ever seen. Hold your head up high for that, brother. Isaac, I'm hoping I'll see all you guys at the presentation and put a name tag on because I'm old. I'm really bad at knowing people and remembering who people are. For those of you that saw me leave on the first day, I shook hands with the guys I recognised. The guys I didn't recognise, I've probably met you before, but I'm just old. I'm bad at it. So if I didn't shake your hand, come up and say, hey, my name's whatever, you know, love you, brother, and we'll have a beer and whatever. Isaac, the best 151 balls, 18. Like, I think yesterday you were like 2 off 90 or something. So today, watching you start kicking on the scores, apologies for the bloody cockies, they're assholes. Isaac, 151. Oliver came in at the end for 2 not out. I think that was after Justin had got out. But if you look at that tail end, 1, 2, 3, so your batsman 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 batted 4. And excuse my quick maths, 183, 193, 200, 233 balls divided by 6 is fucking, I don't know, 50 overs. I've got a calculator here. I'm going to kill those cockies, I swear. I'm not sure, for those of you who don't watch this normally, which is probably a fair portion of you, yeah, can't find 293 balls. Like 300 balls is 50 overs. So yeah, so 50 overs out of the last 4 batsmen. Between you scored 33, 34, 36 runs. But in that time, Justin scored a lot. I'm trying to make this family friendly because it may get played somewhere. Just battered on, boys. Well done. 135 overs, all out for 373. That was cracking. At that point, they needed, I did the maths today, around about 6 and over to win. We know they can score quickly. It's still on the cards. You don't know. Try not to be quietly confident, but we were quietly confident. And then the display of bowling, I don't know what to say. You just backed it up brilliant. This is one of the most comprehensive victories I've seen. So Oliver and Will, they only used 3 bowlers. I assume that's an A grade thing. B grade we use. When you get the team 11, we use 14 bowlers. Like Will, 15.3 overs. That's a phenomenal spell, mate. That's just, especially after you open the batting and the bowling. You've got 45 opening the batting. You've opened the bowling. You've bowled 15 and a half overs. We'll talk about your figures in a second. Just incredible going. But Oliver's the one who cracked them open. 1 for 8, 2 for 12, 3 for 35. The first 3 wickets all went to Oliver. 3 for 23 from 10 overs, 2.3 and over, 2 maidens. Took out their top order. It doesn't say who's caught them, but you've got to caught someone, bowled Oliver. Next one was bowled Oliver, and caught Brown, bowled Oliver. So your top 3 just broke them apart, mate. Brilliant. And then I know it took a little while before Will got into the wickets. Not saying anything bad about you here, Will. But you guys bowled in tandem for so long and so many overs. And then when you cracked them, you just ripped through them. So for those watching at home who haven't read the scores, Will, 6 for 24 from 15.3 overs, 7 maidens, an economy rate of 1.54 and over. Guys need 6 and over, and your opening bowls have gone 2.3, 1.54, and taken 9 overs between them in 25 overs. absolute belting. Yeah. Oh, to be young again and a cricket player and learn to be able to do that. That's just brilliant. And then Rory Jones has come on to back up Oliver, who, I don't know, may or may not have been tired. Maybe the captain just went, oh, we need to bowl someone else, otherwise, whatever. Oliver, 1 for 23 from 3.83. Rory, 1 for 23. And if I remember rightly, it was a pretty crucial wicket. 6.53, 7 for 55. Yeah, cracked that back and got him into the tail. And then we'll just clean up the tail. Brilliant. I can't really say much else. I'm going to try and clip all this together to a decent match report that, maybe you guys will play it presentation. Who knows? But you deserve a good match report. Again, apologies I couldn't be there. I can't talk about them. Number 2 was bowled. Number 4 was LBW. Number 5 was bowled. There was a couple of catches there. 7 was bowled. And 11 was bowled. So there's quite a few bowls on LBWs, which you don't really need much commentary on. I can't talk about what the balls are. But you boys, if you're new, jump on the comments. Add your comments. Talk about the wickets. Like, did one of them swing in a mile? Did it swing out a mile? Who knows what it did? Did it actually bounce? I can't comment on that because I wasn't there. But I can read the scores, and as I said, I watched the scrub day during the day. Cracking effort. For those of you who don't know what the result was, bowled him out for 75. So Castle Hill, 373. Bowled Thornley out for 75. So that's a win of 298 runs. I'm disappointed, really. I know you finished on the table. Why don't you set him in again? Go for the outright. Get the extra points. Yeah, no, I would have been on the bullets by then too. Well done, boys. That's it. Congratulations. We'll see you all at presentation. Having a beer with you. And if you don't know who I am, or if you think I am really bad with names and faces, as I am, come and bring me a beer. Say, hey, what's her name? I'm from the ARS side. Let's be friends. Yeah, it's fucking weird, eh, right? Okay, don't do that. Just talk to me and we'll get on with life. Thanks, boys. Well done. Bye. Wait, man of the match. I say wait, but I could edit this out. Who knows? I've got tools to do it now, but that's a whole other story. What I did forget was the man of the match from my man of the match. The whole team massive in key moments, just standing up. I mean, your 90-run partnership, 90-run plus partnership, whatever it was from your openers. Justin coming in the back end. I think your 3 and 4 scored quickly and kept them at bay after the 90 runs openings partnership. Then your back end, not necessarily scoring a lot of runs. And for me, as a guy who started cricket really, really late in his life, and is a professional number 11, to see that you don't have to actually score runs all the time. You can just be out there. And to see the achievements you can do when you bat around a guy who can bat. In this case, it was Justin. I mean, any of you guys can bat off the score stand for themselves, but that first innings was huge. Then as a bowling team, when you come out, you're defending such a big total. You can be lazy. You can put your field back. You put your field in. You can let them score and try and push you over the wickets. But you've got Oliver, who's come out and knocked off the top 3. You've then got Will, who's gone, all right, I'm going to knock off the back end. And then you've got the backup bowler in Rory, who's just come undone his job. How do you choose a man of the match? I've got to tell you, I'm a bowler, as if you do know, you know. If you don't know, you know now. I'm a bowler. So I always get the shits with batsmen, always getting the man of the match. Having said that, it's really hard to go past 183 off 241 balls, a striker of 75, basically taking the game away from him. But let's not forget that Will has opened the batting and opened the bowling. He scored 45 off 58 at 77, opening the batting. He's then come out and opened the bowling and taken 6 for, which means 6 is probably equivalent about 150 for a bowler. So I've got to be honest. It's out of you two boys. I'm not going to separate them. I'm going to go because I'm a soft. Trying. I think there was one swear word earlier. Trying to not swear. I'm calling it a draw. I'm giving it both of you. You can both have. I will buy both of you a beer and give you a hug. Yeah, that's your reward. Yeah, you're never going to win again, are you? That's what you get. Yeah, no, sorry. I mean, Will 6 for and 45 setting up the innings. Justin off the back end, 180 odd. That was just. I've got no words for it, boys. It's brilliant. Well done. Good on you. So yeah, that's it. That's who my man of the match is. You two, both of you. I'll buy you one beer and you can share it. It's fair, isn't it? All right, bye.
So there you go, that's our day.